Okay, let's do it. We got a brand new leak. Leave it to your boy Ego to come through. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, they fought as amateurs. I released one of their amateur fights. Check that on my channel. But now we got a brand new leak. This leak comes from a time where the two have sparred. Now, full disclosure, I have nothing to hide. This clip is only a minute. This was years ago. So before we review this like one big happy family, just know those two things. Once again, full disclosure and transparency. It's a 1-minute clip from years ago, well before they fought, and it is sparring. Because when I make videos, you oftentimes have people who understand boxing and get it. Ego's Army, salute to y'all. But you also have some buffoons who say the obvious. Like, I'll be reviewing somebody hitting a heavy bag, and they'll be like, oh, bags don't hit back. Duh. Or sparring is sparring. I know that. But for the sake of your entertainment, I got the clip for y'all. Boom. We got it all queued up. All I ask is support the real. If you like what I'm doing on my channel, subscribe. There's multiple ways to support the channel. Link in the description. A lot of low quality content in boxing, and we're here to change the game. A lot of people rushing out quick videos, 2-minute videos here and there, not really saying anything. Bad audio quality, bad visual quality. You see me with the split screen. We're doing different things over here. So again, support the real if you like that, so we could be a well-oiled machine and do more and more for you. So this is the clip, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. And albeit a snippet, I'm going to play it uncensored without any kind of dialogue. And then I'll be back to give my transformative thoughts.
Nice. There you go. Hit him. He's hurt. Get him. Get him. Headshot. Headshot. Boom. Body. Crack that face. He lowers his hands. You crack it. There you go. Brick City, baby. Brick City. What's up? Brick City. Go.
Wow. Okay. So there it is. There you have it. Now, I got to be real with y'all, man. It looks like, and I'm just being real, you know, the Haneyacks, they're not going to like this. They're not going to like this one bit. But I'm just being real with you. This fight looks, in the sparring, kind of like when they actually fought, with the variance of the rules of a pro fight versus sparring. Meaning, they got headgear on, and they got the bigger gloves, 16-ounce gloves or whatnot, right? So they're probably wearing winning gloves, whatnot, bigger gloves, and headgear to protect you. But from this 1-minute clip, it honestly looked very similar. Like, you could see the style. This was years ago, and it looks like Devin is kind of the same fighter, and Ryan Garcia is the same fighter. Now, Devin, since this clip, he did become undisputed, beating George Kambosos, yada, yada, yada. So I'm not saying that neither guy has improved at all, but I still see the same fighter, you know, like if the camera quality was perhaps, let's say, blurrier and you couldn't make out who was who, I think I would be able to distinguish, if I had to take a stab at it, what fighters these were, because their style looks the same. You know, it's similar to, you ever see a celebrity and then they'll be on like, I don't know, one of these blogs or magazines and they'll say, who is this? And it'll show like a yearbook photo of Kanye West. And you could tell, even though it's a young Kanye West from 6th grade, it still looks like Kanye West. Well, that's what this fight looks like to me. It looks like really the same fighters, right? You know, the overall style. I remember there was a clip I watched of Prince Nassim Hamed, who was a guy I studied, one of my favorite fighters. And young Prince Nassim Hamed, he was in the gym, and I swear to you, he was doing, at a young age, like 6, 7, 8, whatever age he was, he looked exactly like you seen him when he fought Kevin Kelly, for example, or Marco Antonio Barrera. He was doing, now the Barrera fight, you know, he got schooled up in that fight, but I'm just saying the panache and the pizzazz and the showmanship and hands low, all of that was present, and he was at a young age. So you could see he just developed his style and refined it. So that's the first thing that I noticed from this clip, is this looks like the same fighters. You know, like I see the core, and they maybe have built some things on. Next, Ryan's shots sound crispy. Like if you're hearing him, he sounds like he's fast and he got some thump. Listen, because he took some big right off the bat when this clip starts, and this is the clip that I received, right off rip, he sends some heat, and you can hear it. And that's Bill Haney saying, "Coach, can somebody break him?" So I guess they don't have a referee in there. Like, listen to Ryan's attack right here. Ish. See? Ish, ish. You hear it? Let me play it again.
Nice. There you go.
So he's always been fast. That's apparent to me.
He's hurt. Get him.
And then whoever that is in the background saying he's hurt, get him, get him. And then you see Devin kind of shell up.
Get him.
Body shot. Ooh, body shot. Ooh, that body shot. That double body hook. The double hook to the body was nice. One. And then Ryan, hold that.
Headshot. Boom.
Jab. And then Devin finally returns fire, and Ryan had backed up to, you know, for whatever. But Devin's shot looks like it's blocked. So Ryan got the best of that exchange. Now, this scene, legit, this scene was done in the actual fight when they fought April 20th of this year, where Ryan had his hands low and he started doing the little shimmy with his leg. I remember this scene. Hold on. See, I told y'all I can't be beat. So this is Ryan Garcia in the sparring session with Devin Haney many years ago. Look at his hands. He's kind of trying to bait him. He's low because they're about the same height, but Ryan is kind of like baiting him with his head forward and his hands extremely low. And Devin Haney has his left hand low, right? Left hand low. What does that remind me of? Boom. Just like I told you, this was their actual fight, April 20th, and Ryan had his hands down by his waist, baiting him, sticking his tongue out, and again, Devin Haney has his left hand low and is almost like waiting and hesitant because this looks like an obvious trap, and Ryan does have speed and power. I mean, this is uncanny. 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 From Ryan Garcia. It looks the same. That's why I was saying it looks like the same fight. It looks very similar to the fight we actually seen. Uncanny. Make sure you guys subscribe. I am truly the best in the business, and it's not even close. So the bad news for Devin Haney is this. There's a lot of people, the Haneyacks, who are suggesting that Ryan only beat, like the sole reason he won versus Devin Haney was because of Osterine, right? Now, I told you on my channel, I do not condone cheating. Ryan is suspended, as should be the case when you have anything in your system because you There's a strict liability. You are responsible for what's in your system. However, the Haneyacks, how come I seem to be the only one that gives boxing a fair shake, talks about when Ryan does something, whether it makes him look good or bad, but also Devin Haney. The Haneyacks never even talk about this. If it weren't for my channel, some of you guys wouldn't even know that this clip has leaked of their sparring. But furthermore, to the Haneyacks who don't talk about things that potentially, paint Devin in a different light or a negative light, beyond that, a lot of them suggested that Devin Haney only lost because Ryan was juiced up off of a SARM. And I've already explained it, right? You're not supposed to have in your system, henceforth why he's been suspended from the sport. But there was other flaws shown and things at play that I don't think PEDs alone will give you superhuman strength, turn you into an X-Men, a superhero, make you heal a million times faster. There's certain, and especially depends on what you take. I'm talking about the SARM and the levels he had in Osterine. It's not gonna just wake your whole game up and turn you into a completely different fighter. And I said that from the beginning. In fact, it's like on the scale and spectrum of heinous drugs you can take, Osterine wouldn't be probably what a person would take to gain a unfair advantage and beat someone up. And then furthermore, when you look at this clip, and I understand I don't have the whole sparring session, but I'd be happy to review if anybody has access to the full sparring. I'll review the whole thing. I'm not reviewing a snippet or trying to review a highlight, because the clip with Tank Davis and Devin came out and then people got mad. They were like, oh, that's just a highlight. Hey, Ryan released the Tank Davis sparring with Devin Haney. He got his hands on it, and we watched the copy that he had available at first. That was all that was available. So again, I'm more than happy to review and watch if there is a more complete version of this sparring, but this is what's available right now. And from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look really far off from the fight we actually seen. Ryan's speed looks there and his power looks there. And I noticed this thing when Devin Haney is up against it or hurt, he kind of keeps his hands in his pocket, like he's not throwing. I seen it in the Tank sparring, and you can see it at points. Someone said he lowers his hands, you crack him. Devin landed a body shot. And Devin's best shots are when he's like off the clinch right here, right? At this range, Devin is not doing too much. You know what I mean? If there's a break and he's close, then Devin will be like, ush, 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 and, get us some body shots off or something. Ryan is taking chances at like a mid or outer range. Jab. See, like, look, just look. Tell me what Devin has done at this range. Backing up. Backing up. Devin not really initiating the attack. Look, and he's just bracing up. This looked like the fight that they had. Ryan, ush, ush. And this dude yelling Brick City. Now Devin's back is against the turnbuckle and Ryan is taking swings. Double right, triple. See? In that close quarter, then Devin try to get some shots off. Then he clinches. I don't know, man. So you guys let me know what you think. But from that snippet, that looks very similar to what we've seen in their pro fight. And that's the clip that has now hit the internet, got people talking. Let me know what you guys think, because I don't know exactly either guy's age, but they're close in age. Unless you believe Ryan was on Osterine in this clip when he was a kid, You know what I mean? The styles make fights. I would actually be pretty surprised if a rematch happens anytime soon. The reason being is because of what happened in the first. Devin doesn't sound all too thrilled for a rematch. And some guys just got your number, and styles make fights. I think Ryan's power, speed, and the length of his arms and how he can close that distance on you really gave Devin problems. He was dropping his hand. He had a bow and arrow jab. That's what they call it, the bow and arrow jab, where you jab, but then all this opens up. That's called a bow and arrow jab. He was doing the bow and arrow jab and shooting his best punch with left jab, but then he would drop his right hand. All this becomes a target. And then Ryan, his moneymaker is his left hook. You don't want this to become a target because, and then he just choppy with that. So I'll be surprised if a rematch happened, to be honest. Here's the other issue is both guys look kind of big right now in their off season where they're not fighting. So if a rematch happened, I don't even think 140 will happen because Ryan's talking about he needs to fight and his fight has to be at like 145 or better. So that, to me, I think it would be even worse for Devin to fight Ryan at a higher weight because he already complained off the 3.4 pounds, basically having to fight him at a catch weight. So imagine this fight at anything higher than 140, like 147 welterweight or 145 even, or 146. Ryan is the stronger person, and that wouldn't change with moving up. It's not like Devin all of a sudden becomes way stronger. So I see that being a super difficult fight, but hopefully I'm wrong and they make the rematch.